I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Welcome to Crypto EMC. I am coming to you from my own island. I have retired, and this will be the last stream we ever do. Jokes aside, to be honest with you guys, had a few medical issues, but we all sorted. Now let's get to this. The big indicator that we want to get talking to is this one that's currently on the screen, and we're in a buy zone. Now, I just want to bring to your guys' attention that we did last week on this stream explain to you guys that be careful of the Bitcoin bull trap. Now, the thing about trading and stuff that you need to consider is as new candles get printed, new data gets added to this. And this might change some of our views in the into the future. So that's why we're consistently reassessing our analysis and the strategies we use purely for that. Okay, so if you want to see how this trading, how this indicator works, I would ask you to just hit the like, the subscribe button, and yeah, Lee, let's get into this. Bitcoin buy zone, why?
Why? Because there are some green boxes, nice and easy to spot. Green boxes here at the bottom of this price action. When last week we said be careful, we were closer to the orange one, so there was like this selling signal. This is the 4-hour chart. Based on our strategy, I mean, we are using it on the 15 minutes, but this could be a breakout strategy. If you were shorting this last week, if you're taking our one into consideration, so that was a breakout trade, short, and then your stop would have been around this area. Okay, but this week, everything looks a little bit different. Now we have some green boxes on H4 for our chart. So basically, if you are trading on these 4-hour charts, time frame, that will be your pivot that you need to carefully watch. I think as soon as we go above this level here, 19,263, breakout trade on Bitcoin, and then you can put your stop losses below maybe this point here, 19,119. That would be an easier breakout.
Before we talk about that, before we dive in too much, also today, what we want to try and do is we want to see whether Bitcoin is the better one and whether Ethereum might be a different child in there. So with that being said, where's your own personal opinion on this? Because Bitcoin has been a bit of a stable coin.
Well, yeah, because it's been a stable coin for a few months now. We are still within this range. Now using different strategy, we were able to see those range forming. The last Elliott wave video as well showed you that we may be still ranging within this area. So Ethereum, back to Ethereum.
This is the Elliott wave video. Just want to show you guys this one. Bitcoin, the bottom is it. So if you want to know about that, just go to that video and just check in there. And then you will have a good idea of what we're talking about. Lee, back to your screen.
Yeah, back to the screen. So we're able to see with the indicator today that on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, same time frame, 4 hour, you can see we are in a big buying area, longing area. So if you are longing Ethereum against Bitcoin, what does it mean, Rudo?
Well, you're going to have more Bitcoin by the time that, or you can, let's simplify it. Ethereum will give you more gains than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin gives you 6%, Ethereum might give you 12%.
So how do we trade this? My personal strategy, maybe.
Just zoom in for me. Just zoom in for me at that area there.
Okay. We have a nice longing signal on using that indicator at the bottom. And for me, this is the pivot that we need to break. So as soon as this chart, Ethereum Bitcoin chart, goes above this red pivot line there, maybe we'll be considering, longing Ethereum rather than Bitcoin will give you a little bit more gain.
Okay, now interesting. What would be the evidence that we need to where are we pulling this off? Because I think if you're new to trading, you kind of need to try and figure this out. What would be the chart? Where is the evidence? Are we just making this up, or is that factual in some regard?
Well, we are using indicator today, so I'm just gonna stick to the indicator, what the indicator is giving me. But if you wanna look at the Ethereum against Bitcoin charts,
yes, that one.
Using other tools than this indicator, I can go to a bigger time frame on a daily.
Okay. So this is ETH to BTC pairs.
This is ETH to BTC pairs. If I'm using a simple Fibonacci ratio tool, oops. Okay, here we have it. It's a little bit slow today. Let me put the default one. I'm gonna even add the 50% level retrace.
Okay.
And this Ethereum against Bitcoin chart has retraced and is finding currently support at the 50% retrace of that Fibonacci level. Okay, so breakout trade here, Ethereum Bitcoin chart could easily come back and test the previous line, a 38.2 line within this area. So that is actually the small move for today, end of the week, towards 2 or 3 days trade, a small midterm hold trade for Ethereum to go and outperform Bitcoin if we go above 38.2. But first, like I said, we need to go above this red line. So I'm just gonna add an alert. That's for that's for me. You're more than welcome to do the same on your side. Get an alert in on that level here. As soon as it crosses there, we can maybe focus more on Ethereum and try to find a long position on ETH. Other evidence that I'm still bullish within this chart or within the whole crypto market, basically. If I go back now to Bitcoin is leading the market, right? So here we have 4-hour buying signals popping up using that crypto EMC ALGO buy side range indicator. Now, if I dive to a smaller time frame, let's go to 1 hour. I mean, you can see also 1 hour, we are right inside those green boxes. All we need now is to make a higher high that goes above 19,263. So that will be also the bullish sign for me inside this smaller time frame as well. I see a lot of green boxes rather than orange boxes. So if you want to take trading quite stupid and easy, make it simple, stupid, and fun and easy, looking at those indicators and how to read them will be a really advantage to make your trading journey a little bit simpler.
Okay, so just quickly on this chart, just apply the simple steps. What is the first step? Is wait for the box. Second step,
yeah, again, wait for the box. Second step, you wanna have a breakout strategy. So look for the pivot. Where was the last bearish structure to bring the price down from that leg? It was here. Okay, so now this is the pivot that we need to break. Third step, find where to put your stop loss. You want a high, and find where you want to put your stop loss. So if that is going up like this, at that stage, what was the last leg that bring the price up? So more conservative stop loss will be here. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, I think you can use all those stop loss. You can use all those legs here, either here or here as a stop loss. Then you have to use your Fibonacci tool. Maybe what is this leg, the magnitude of this leg, and we want to target. You need to find where the target is. Okay, so I'm using this Fibonacci tool. From this bearish structure, you need to find a ratio. So the first TP1 will be at 19,500 at 0.618 area here, and your final TP should be at 19,678.
And basically what you're just doing is you're just using the Fib extensions. So you're just putting a 2 and a 3, which basically just gives you percentage-wise the same amount of, higher profitability to the risk that you're taking to your stop limit. That's all that you're trying to do.
Yeah, that will be basically my risk at, in this case here, that will be a 1.91 risk-reward ratio. But I'm also counting on maybe a small retrace first, and then having a little bit more momentum and then break out. And at that stage, I can easily move my stop a little bit up, and that will give me also a better risk to reward ratio trade.
I've got a few questions here that I actually want to touch on while we're on the subject. One is from Crypto Shots. Is the indicator free? And the next one is, Neil, what is the indicator you are using? Now, what I want to do is, firstly, I just want to say something. The indicator is free, but it comes with a little bit of conditions. It's not freely accessible by the fact that you can just type in EMC algo support resistance. You won't get it that way. Think of trading as cheating. And if you want to make money, somebody else needs to lose. So if you've got an edge, something that allows you to make money, you want to keep it secret for as long as possible. So anything that gets openly, freely, publicly shared, it's not going to happen in a day. Let's not try and make ourselves what we aren't. We don't have 10 million people following us and using it, but we want to try and protect edges, little advantages we do have over other people. That's how we end up staying profitable while we trade. So that's what we want to do. So yes, it's free. If you want to have access to it, all that you need to do is head over to the Discord. The Discord channel, Joe, just bring up the QR code there for us. The Discord channel has a channel inside it. Once you signed up onto the Discord channel, that's called Get Premium Access. You go on there, there's a Google Sheet form there, a little link over there that you need to click. Simple enough. You just click the link. What it does, it takes you to a Google Sheet form. Now, this is name where you just need to give us your ID. Don't give us your ID. Give us your email address. Give us your email address. Okay. Why? Because we need to know who we're working with. And then BitGet is the exchange partner that if you open an account with BitGet, you actually get access to the buy-sell indicator. So you select BitGet. You have to fund your own account with 1,000 of your own dollars, and you leave it in your own account. You're not paying for it. And then if you do that, Bitwit will actually buy the indicator from us and give you access to it. They will sponsor your access to this. And in order to do that, to get that sponsorship, you need to send us, there's a little image, you need to send us your user ID, and then just click, and your TradingView username, because we need to know where in TradingView your account is so that you can have access to the indicator, and then click submit. Now, we have found that people maybe mistype their TradingView username or something like that. So these things can be frustrating. So when you fill in this form, just make sure that you do get the relevant detail to us, and then we can hook you up and sort you out. Alternatively, if you want, you can just outright go and buy, which means you can head over to the Discord again, and just subscribe. Literally just subscribe to it, and then you can have it. And all you need to do is just go to the Premium Access group, the indicator group, click on this link over here, Discord payment box link, and it opens this up, and then it tells you, do you want to have the indicators? There's the indicator combo, gives you it for 6 months, and there you go. Bob's your uncle, and you've got access to it. Gives you all the links that you would need to get to the indicator with ease. So that should answer your questions. Now, as far as support goes, so it's now one thing you do this. Within the Discord, there's a buy-sell channel where people actually, fellow traders are actually using the indicator, sharing what they see. So they are scanning the markets on different coins, and you're scanning the market on your coins. Everybody's sharing their ideas. And that's generating a lot of good hype. So a lot of people are getting some good gains out of that. And if we go and have a look at it, and you can go and check for yourself, that's why it is wise to maybe sign up with the BitGet link and go and check it out before you just blindly invest into something. But you can have a look at the gains that these guys are hitting, and most of these are using the indicator. So these guys are really killing it. So head over to the Discord, and well done to our fellow and frenemies, because I mean, yes, guys, you're doing really great stuff there. Okay, so let's
people are trading using this strategy. People are trading different time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, even 1 minute. So yeah, lot of chat, lot of activity.
This is an interesting comment then. This is a little bit changing the picture. Probably be better to not take any positions and wait for tomorrow's CPI results. This is a tricky thing. We've said this in the past, where we said, well, on a Monday, what we've looked at our own personal trading performance is not really a good day trading, because we lose more than we make on a Monday. But on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, we tend to do really well. Now, I know if I bring up my screen, I want to show you guys this. There's a few important dates that we need to consider. A little bit later is the PPI, then it's the FOMC meeting minutes. There's normally some volatility around that. And then the CPI, the core CPI data is coming through. And remember, this is very important. This is going to bring us through into what's going to happen here. Now, I think everybody already expects another 75 basis points. So anything other than that won't be that crazy. And you know what? And just to end off with this, with your statement, you need fear, you need panic to maybe get you into your buy zone. You need greed, and you need people FOMOing in to actually get you into your take profit zone. You want to counter trade them. And that's what we want to do. So although we know that these things might create some volatility, that's why we've got a trade strategy. We've got an area where we can limit our exposure in the market. And we have to look at that as a blessing, because if we don't, the market turns into a stable coin and then nobody's making money. Fibonacci, Lee, that being said, I heard words out of your mouth about Bitcoin earlier today. You said a few nasty things about Bitcoin. Can you maybe share with the group and let them tell me or tell us whether that was good for you to say that? Now he's going to play. I don't know. I don't like.
No, I said Bitcoin is actually quite tricky to trade. That's why I think my personal trading performances are much better on the Forex side. I've got setups that works very, very, very well on Forex. So I'm actually enjoying recently trading Forex. We can make also a lot of money by trading Forex and then buy Bitcoin and just hold them for long term. This is what they said. So I said Bitcoin is a shitty coin to trade.
Mm-hmm. There's the words. He said Bitcoin is a shitty coin. And then afterwards, he came with all these excuses to kind of justify it. So Bitcoin is still our best friend, buddy. You need to be delicate with Bitcoin.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy who's trying to sell a MLM now.
A Ponzi, Bitcoin, the biggest Ponzi. Just everybody buy in on a Ponzi and I will make money.
Look, currently I'm focusing on having more USDT to buy the dip and to accumulate more at the bottom. Trading for me, honestly, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Forex, bring me a chart, I'll trade it, using the same setup, with or without any news. That's why the setups are here. The news, the events are just an excuse to make the move on the market. So would you rather sit watching the candles and not doing anything like a stable coin, like you said, or you want those events or those news to bring some volatility and action for you to make some money out of it? I would prefer the second option. So I'm definitely not gonna be sitting there and doing nothing while waiting for the big move to happen without me.
No,
that's the difference between actually trading or investing. You want to invest where the market is calm, is not doing anything, is like acting like
not overheated,
which is now. Yeah. I mean, you still have the decision to make, later in slowly by those accumulation phase. But you want to trade and you want to get in and out quick when you have volatility.
That's it. So so now the DCA guys can actually start saying, well, stop worrying about $12,000. Think about the bigger picture. Now, we did give you 17K buys. We did give you all those nice DCA buys. So you should be sitting pretty. If you're new to the channel, you didn't get it, don't rush into this, because there's always timing that needs to be considered. We don't just blindly buy, because contrary to the fact we don't know what's going to happen next, and you have to treat any decision you make based on that. I don't know what's going to happen next. Hence the word stop limit, stop loss is always somewhere in the discussion. There is an invalidation. What if I'm wrong? I need to protect my dollars. That's the goal here. So that being said, Lee, everybody that wants to just check out on these bigger accounts and the bottom is in or that type of thing, head over to Bitcoin trading game plan video as well. That one is our sensible bullish Elliott wave count. So go and have a look at that video, because it gives you decent levels and it explains where we think big picture Bitcoin can go to. which is important. We need to understand, we need to have these larger goals, because when you dollar cost averaging, or you're trading large time frame, you want to make sure that it's there. But the sad reality is we still don't have large time frame momentum, and that's what we're hoping for. Okay, so just as a recap from my video from last week, Tuesday, just as an idea to see where we left off. When we look at Bitcoin from last week, and I'm going to bring up the screen and just make it nice and big. I explained to you guys, if we have a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, we are sitting in the bottom area. So there was the big sell-off capitulation event that we experienced with Bitcoin when Bitcoin went to 17.5. Then from that point onwards, we created a lateral range. And the way that we look at this is the upper end of the range. This is the lower end of the range. Here you get to be bearish. Here you get to be bullish. If you don't act when it's here, you don't try and react when it's here, because this is where price is going to catch you off guard and cost you money. Now, you would find that most traders that's new to trading actually wait until price is in the middle. It's a fair buy to buy, and that's why they always get chopped up. So the good buys happen when there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market, and that is what we're trying to look for. But with that being said, remember what I said on Friday. I said we don't have momentum in our favor. When we were here, we wanted to buy this 17,000. We had good momentum. Well, we had the end of the bearish momentum. And that is something to consider. Not all 17K buys are equal, because when we went up and we came back to this area, our oscillator, our momentum has not reset. And it's actually still telling us it's in the middle of no trader zone in a sense. It's not both oversold, but it's not in a good momentum to show us that it wants to change around and start moving up. Now, if you look at the oscillator from a bigger perspective, let's bring in some more candles just to give you a little bit of a frame of reference. If you look at when we have big tops, oscillators are on the top upper area of price. Okay, this was buying the dip moment. Can you see why we were so aggressive to say buy 29K? 39K, sorry. 29K. We bought the 29K. Why? Because look at where the oscillator, look at where the momentum was telling us it's ready to go. So if you're expecting these big moves at the moment, from where we are at the moment, I'm going to say I'm very doubtful. Now, Bitcoin can do all sorts of crazy things. We know this. The crypto market is a manipulated market, and manipulation is your friend. Please don't take it any other way. I love the fact that it's manipulated. We don't have enough at the moment because Bitcoin is turning into a stable coin. That's the reality. But that's what we want to see. I would want to see this oscillator at some stage. Just give me some momentum. There's no momentum. It's a boring place to be at. That being said, there was a question here. So is the 20,800 short still in play? Now, I think it's worthwhile that we just go and have a revisit where we were, where we pulled the idea from the short from. So the argument is that when price sold off, it left an imbalance. And it's basically based on the fact that every time price was in that price, it didn't stay around there for much, for a lot of time. It literally fell through it, pumped through it, fell through it, and now it's on its way to try and get to it. So I want to try and short when I get that confirmation that it's there. Now, this beautiful indicator that we have, the buy-sell indicator, actually gave you that short right there. Lee, how much did you make on that short? Or let's say, how many percentage gains did you make on that short?
I forgot I closed it already.
That's
it was a good short. It was a good short.
I forgot how much money I made. Huh?
Little bit stressful because stays there, almost stopped me out for. I think I survived the stop loss with like $20, the last checkout, and then all of a sudden the drop happened. I did close it and I flip long, basically, and then for the past 2 or 3 days, I was trying to hit a long position to go to this 20,821K. That's the target for the longs that we are currently in. And we will advise from there.
I see your comment. I want to see Lee live trading, guys. We trade live in the premium group.
That shot was taken live basically with the members. That shot from the previous show that we took.
Head over to the Discord, get yourself into the premium trade group. There we trade live with our people. Simple as a one-click button. You jump on, we share our screen, and we trade. That's how easy it is. It's nice, it's gated. We don't have sex spams or all that nonsense that comes in chat. It's dedicated for trading. So it's a nice space to be at. I would recommend every one of you guys to just head over there when we trade. We also do live charting with the members in the Discord. So if you want, you can pop in as well. There's a live charting session as well, where we just open the charts and we just talk trading. We just look at different random coins, chart them, have ideas, and so forth. So we do a lot within the Discord. That is where I would imagine you would want to be. That being said, Lee, I think tomorrow we're going to revisit your Elliott wave counts. So if you want to get a good idea on that, I don't know
Tomorrow
how much you want to disclose.
We're gonna look at some correction wave and correction wave structure, and we can, share if you can share my screen. We're gonna talk about this particular chart, and how for. Sorry, I can't zoom in. It's just a picture that I shared in our Discord group. I try to make it bigger here, but we're gonna talk about this chart. How many wave count you need to count in your head or on a screen to see those correction waves forming without knowing anything about Elliott wave, as a base, as a knowledge. But you can easily point out or see those waves forming for correction. And in a deeper level, we're gonna talk about flat and those levels for flat on a bigger screen, and how we can see those flat level forming.
Now, with that being said, Lee, so that's tomorrow. What is the main idea for Ethereum now? Can you bring us up your Ethereum chart, and let's quickly finish up the stream with Ethereum, where we at with that one? Because now we've explained to you, if you look to BTC over the chart, it's looking really good. We want BTC, it's showing us that it wants to buy. We've explained to you guys how this works, how to get access to it. And if you want more, what's cooking with Ethereum, and why are we rather going to try and get an Ethereum long versus a BTC long?
Well, Ethereum is just waiting for the Ethereum Bitcoin breakout. I mean, Ethereum is actually breaking out these pivots right now as we speak. And as we can see on the Ethereum against Bitcoin chart, Ethereum is more bullish than BTC. So this is actually the breakout of this pivot here. And
do I buy now?
Trading, you can. It's a little bit over the level there, but if you buy now, you will have to put your stop loss there at that level. Okay.
Which price?
1273. I mean, that is on
how much
OKX.
Percentage risk am I taking?
Percentages long, if that will be the breakout. Stop here is 1.88%.
Oh, so it's a 2x even, guys. So you can leverage that one. That's a nice trade.
And let me find out the targets. So first target will be 1317, and then second target will be 1329. So if that is the trade, if we stop here at 1.21 risk reward ratio, not that good. Only 1.3 risk reward ratio on that trade.
It's easy money in the end of the day. That's a conservative take profit. You can also always use this and apply your own different strategies, ladder it in, but take profit there. I would imagine that at that point, there's a support, there's a resistance line sitting there at your take profit zone, and you can see how price actually fought up against that resistance level. So be part of the resistance when you're trading. Don't think about the moonshot. In the bull market, you can allow yourself to dream big, but now you want to make the buy the dip money, and this is how you do it. So be part of the resistance, take some profit, leave a little bit on the table, so if it breaks through, you've already got a nice position that you can build on. Because guess what?
Exactly.
Yes, we do get shit wrong, So you want to cover yourself.
I would say on that trade, if you're taking this trade, I would take TP1, TP2, and then leave position for this zone here. at 1352 and 1338. Within this area, try to keep a little bit of position open for these final targets.
Yeah. Right, so let me know. 111 in the chat, BTC, and 777 in the chat for Ethereum. Where's your attention going to be at? Personally, I'm going to go with the ETH trade, but that's my opinion. I love BTC. Let me know where you guys are, how you guys are looking at this and how you're feeling, or whether there's something else that you would even like to look at. While those comments are coming through, I want to just point you out that with OKX, which is another channel sponsor, if you sign up with that link, deposit funds there, you get the support and resistance indicator, which will help you actually to identify these support and resistance levels. It's a simple tool that you can use as well. It does it for you. Maybe, Lee, you can quickly explain or just load it on the screen while you have it there so just everybody can see it.
I don't have it there, but let me see where I have it. Maybe one of the Forex trade that they have. One of the Forex trade that I'm working on now. I tweeted it out there as well. The US dollar against the Japanese yen. I'm looking basically for a short area if you are trading Forex. If it goes above 146,726 there, using this gray box. Look at my tweet. I shared all those targets already in a tweet yesterday. That is the high that I've never seen since 1998, if I'm reading the information correctly out there. So I'm thinking, going within this area, this resistance area, and thinking loading a swing short on that Japanese pair, US Japanese pair. And then these are the lines that we can see on this algo support and resistance. So basically I took the top price and the bottom price back then on this 1 hour chart. It was on the 1 hour chart. And I think I took this top and bottom from one of the candles there in the past. And those are the lines that they gave me. I don't know if I can find this line.
It's very faint on your screen. But I think everybody do get that gist on how it looks. Let me know in the chat, guys.
Yeah, here. This is the candle still have there on the chart. So I took the lows and the high on the 1 hour chart from the candle somewhere in September. It's still loading. Okay, so basically I took there at the bottom here. So I took the lows and the highs using that indicator. And that was around 22nd or 21st of September 2022. And this indicator is giving me all the support and resistance line. So I want to see, price hitting resistance within these gray boxes there. And then also using the algo indicator maybe to hit a breakout short when I see that the momentum is turning and the price structure is turning, having a short, having a tight stop loss on that trade. And then, I'm getting ready to short this Forex pair. Now, talking about Forex pair, if you want to also trade Forex with us, you should use a Prime XBT partner. And with Prime XBT, you can have also those indicators.
Yeah, they actually give you both in the one subscription. Just as an idea, guys, here's the Ethereum. I used that candle. I inputted the values, 1,270, 1,235. Just hit the OK button. And then what it will do is it goes and it calculates all the support resistance levels. And you can look at how easy and how good the confluence is on all these levels. Now, look at that little outlier there. One can argue that what happened over there. Let's just switch it back on. Well, remember, there's half levels and quarter levels and all these things as well. So if you want the half level, you do that. And oops, look at that all of a sudden. And look how neatly it moves into that area there. So that is the power of these levels. If you're new to trading, you're trying to find your feet. don't go and try and make things complicated. These tools are there to help you. They are freely available for you guys. You just need to go through the relevant, just do the relevant steps, and then they're yours to use. Okay, Lee, I think that's us for today. Tomorrow, Elliott Wave. There's a lot to want to do. I see everybody asking for some more Elliott Wave masterclass coming up as well. So Lee will be giving you some Elliott Wave tips. Looking forward to that. As for that, PPI is coming in half an hour. Look, what we already said on the PPI, sometimes you need this volatility to get you into your buy or into your take profit. We don't know what's going to happen next. You need to treat it as that, and then we will act accordingly. I think it's a good time to be trading aggressively, though, because the market volatility is low. So if you position yourself either way, you should be seeing some good gains. And yes, I'm trusting the system that we use, and the system says it's time to go and grab that buy. Thanks to you, Mark, as well. Fibonacci, Lee, close it out fast. I think we're done.
Yeah, but just thank you for being here with us every single day. I hope you enjoy the show. Hit the like and share, and that's it for me. I'm going back to the trading. Basically, I've got some position waiting for me to manage now, to take profits. And on that note, I see you on Discord or tomorrow on YouTube.
Keep hustling.